Welcome to the first video of Ignite Labs, and any day now I'll be getting the SV08 Sovol printer, and it's going to go right over here on the desk, and I'm cleaning up after my old printer that I had here that I disassembled, and so I'm going to finish cleaning up and preparing for the special day when that thing gets here. So for starts, over here I'm going to set up my Raspberry Pi so that I can do any programming and any kind of tweaks that I will need to do with Clipper. And so, yeah, I'll set my Raspberry Pi up over here with this monitor. And this way it will be easy for me to, make any kind of adjustments. This cable is from my old 3D printer as well. I should unplug that. Let's see, we've got a flat bleed. Alright. Careful with that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Raspberry Pi can go over here. Alright, that's a little tangled. Alright, Raspberry Pi power goes into this power hub that I have. Then I have the HDMI. All the way over there. This is monitor power. There we go. There we go, powered on. The Raspberry Pi is already on. Mouse. That looks like it'll be a pretty good spot. The hub, I'm going to slide back here. So on this hub, I have little power buttons. So in order to turn the Raspberry Pi on when I need to, I'll just use this button right here. Alright. Unplug the Raspberry Pi's HDMI, reroute it. I'll be able to plug my thumb drives in there if I need to. Alright, let's clean this up. I've got this little shelf with tools on it for 3D printers. Oh, by the way, this is some wood filament, 3D print off of my old 3D printer. I'll go into this at the end of the video, what my old 3D printer was, and what happened to my sanity. So these can go over there. Alright. I still have a lot of tools that I need to eradicate from the area where I worked on my other 3D printer. But the question is where should I put this? I could set it where the monitor's on top of it. I'd like it to stay on the bench. Could actually go where this hub is on top, so I have extra control of my power, or just easier access. There we go, that looks pretty sick. Okay, so this looks pretty good up here. The Sovol printer will go right over here in this corner. I'll assemble it right up in front right here. And according to the dimensions on the website, it's 15 inches, so it'll be right there by 15 inches, so right here, and then 20 inches, which is about right there, which is going to fit really nice. Most people, when they're assembling the Sovol, they walk around it from the videos on YouTube walk around their bench putting it together, or table. Most of the time it's a table. But this bench is enclosed mostly, so I can't walk around it to assemble things. So I have a solution, and that's a Lazy Susan. And the way this is going to work is I'm going to put a large square platform on one side and a pedestal on the other side, and it will sit on my workbench like so. So like if I grab some of this wire through my pedestal, this is just figurative. This is my Sovol printer, and this is round, I know, but imagine that the Sovol printer is square on here, and the corners come across each section right here, so that none of the feet of the Sovol are actually touching on the platform, causing it to rock or damage or fall off and damage electronics underneath. So it will be safe that way, and I'll be able to rotate it around and assemble it. And probably one of the first things I'll do is replace the fan on the bottom that everybody seems to hate. And honestly, if it's noisy, then I'll replace it too. So yeah, question is should I assemble this now or in the different video? Alright, so my old printer was a 500 by 500 by 600 millimeter build volume. So that thing absolutely took up the entire workbench here. Just absolutely huge. Problem was, it was Chinese made, started with Marlin, wasn't working very well, so I switched it out with RepRap powered duet board. And I don't know, but I hate RepRap at this point. But every time I 3D printed with it, every couple of 3D prints I had to fix it, which got haggling after a while. I learned a lot off of that 3D printer. Yeah, learned a ton, but didn't end up liking RepRap very much. Overall, it was a bit of a hassle. Way too much coding that didn't work with RepRap, and the updates are so, I guess, unsupported, or not undocumented. And then I never used the full build volume, because every time I tried, the 3D print failed. So this 3D printer will still be, as big as I need it to be, and it'll be fast, and from the reviews I've seen, reliable, and it doesn't print super good with an enclosure with PLA, because I'm getting an enclosure with it too, because guess what, I like ABS a lot. It's really cool. So I will be putting it right here, and I won't be printing very much PLA with it. It's going to be PETG, which works fine based on YouTube videos I've seen with the enclosure. ABS, carbon fiber, or not carbon fiber, glass filled nylon, and maybe some other nylons, ASA, all those. Those are what I'm going to be printing on it. Because PLA, who needs PLA when you got PETG, same price, similar color palettes, a little bit better actually. Overall, I'm super duper excited about the arrival of the Sovol, because it's going to be a reliable printer. I have a lot more knowledge than I did when I originally got the other printer 5 years ago. So I've been wrestling with it for 5 years. Rebuilt it a few times, so I'm glad I'm going to have something reliable that I don't have to think too much about, and I can relearn without feeling anxious about how every 3D print's going to turn out. And so, yeah, this is going to be the work area. Sovol, Raspberry Pi to control, what's the other one? Clipper. Control Clipper. I haven't done any Clipper 3D printers, so it's going to be new to me, but hopefully it'll be fine. There seems to be a large community with Clipper. So yeah, so that'll be the end of this first video. I'll build this in the next video, or with the assembly or arrival of the Sovol SV08. I'll assemble the Lazy Susan to assemble the SV08, and replace the fans, and set up, start printing and stuff for future 3D prints. I really need to get better at this YouTube thing. I probably need to script my videos. This is 100% unscripted, but you'll see a million more videos with electronics, sensors, super in-depth research stuff that I have lined up. It's really cool. I got a lot of really cool ideas on paper that I just been waiting, stacking up so that I can present to YouTube at some point. So finally pushing myself to start a YouTube channel. So thank you for watching the first video of Ignite Labs, which I think is a pretty cool name. Please like and subscribe, and if you know anybody that would be interested in watching this kind of stuff, share. That would be great. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts too, because my brain's a little bit scrambled right now, a little bit too giddy about a new 3D printer where I don't have to worry about it. So see you in the next video.